Okay, the next match, final we have is men's 52 kilogram. In the red kurtka, the red jacket, is Andrei KUBARKOV from Russia, and the blue jacket is Kyrgyzstan's Imanbek TENTIEV, sorry. And they're getting ready to move. Both these athletes were very active in their preliminary bouts. Don't expect to see too much standing around here. They'll probably get at it pretty quickly. Here we go. Again, quick grip attack. Both of them are inside. KUBARKOV a little bit more offensive with a stronger grip here. Attempted outside leg trip by TENTIEV. Defended by KUBARKOV. And now they're to the ground. Neither gaining an advantage on the ground and being stood back up. Like I said, neither of these guys seem to be waiting very long. They're getting at it. Transitioning quickly from the stand up to the ground. In for the grips. TENTIEV attempts an ankle pick. Missed. Attempted drop shoulder throw by TENTIEV. Defended by KUBARKOV. Another attempted shoulder throw by TENTIEV. And a back sacrifice throw. Nice by KUBARKOV. Getting 1 point. Moving very quickly. Both of these men move very quickly. 1-0 now. KUBARKOV off TENTIEV, Russia over Kyrgyzstan. Maybe there's a uniform malfunction here of some sort. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like they're changing TENTIEV from Kyrgyzstan's jacket. Maybe it ripped in that last iteration. As KUBARKOV was aggressively going after it and getting a strong grip, using his strong grips. You can see that both of these athletes have a similar structure as they're engaging. A little bit lower body into a nice crouch. Both getting strong grips. KUBARKOV is more aggressive, though TENTIEV is not being passive. KUBARKOV is a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more offensive. And both athletes are quickly transitioning once the competition hits the mat, not waiting around. And it looks like TENTIEV has a new jacket that's being put on now. The referee over there making sure it's regulation. Sleeves have to be a certain length. They can't be too short, and has to be enough opening in them. Has to cross the body. And we're back with a new jacket for TENTIEV and getting the action going again. Quick grips. Again, neither one of these guys are waiting very long. They're getting right at it. Tried to ankle or knee tap by TENTIEV, defended by KUBARKOV. KUBARKOV with a nice back sacrifice throw off of that reach by TENTIEV. And the referee gave an indication for a point score, and it looks like there may be a little conference on how many points should come out of that. Very nice. The way KUBARKOV read that forward motion by TENTIEV and immediately countered it with a drop and a strong pull, putting TENTIEV over his body. It was very nice. And the referees are back in the middle. And it's a 1 point for KUBARKOV, so it's 2-0 now. KUBARKOV from Russia over TENTIEV from Kyrgyzstan. They're back at it. Neither one of these guys are waiting around. They're getting at it. Strong gripping, strong body action and hand action. Both with a similar low squat style. And KUBARKOV again goes and uses a back sacrifice throw. I think that's maybe all 3 of his points today. He's getting himself underneath of TENTIEV and getting that pull and getting that lift over top. They went out of bounds, so they're brought back to the middle of the mat, and then we're back at it. 3-0 Russia over Kyrgyzstan. Back in, tight. Got a high inside leg grab by KUBARKOV. Drug TENTIEV to the ground. Might have been a head clash in there. They did come together pretty quickly and hard. No point given as TENTIEV quickly countered that attempted takedown. Again, that may have even increased the head contact. It happens. It's not a serious injury. Little bloody nose. But because of especially because of the pandemic and the COVID, they're going to be very cautious here, and the staff getting in there, cleaning up any of the blood and working on getting the blood stopped on TENTIEV's nose. Again, a minor injury, not a very serious injury, but throughout this event, you've noticed the safety being paramount for the athletes, coaches, referees, and the staff. Requiring masks, even for the athletes, all the way to the mat. And it looks like he's cleaned up, the blood's cleaned up, and we're getting back at it. Good sportsmanship showed there. Definitely wasn't intentional. And here we got the strong gripping. These guys going right back at it. The nose starting again. A little bit of a medical break to clean up the blood. Again, this isn't an injury that physically is stopping TENTIEV from being able to compete, but it's because of the fluid and the danger of transmission of germs between each other. The staff is being very thorough, keeping the mats clean, keeping the athletes clean. Looks like they may even be cleaning KUBARKOV off just because he may have gotten a little bit of the blood on his hands. And back to the pandemic, it's this event has fortunately occurred, and all avenues have been taken to keep everyone safe and healthy. And then we're back at it again. So hopefully we can get through this here. Good strong gripping by both of these guys. KUBARKOV very aggressive in on the left knee. But a nice rollover by TENTIEV. Nice rollover again. But KUBARKOV looked like he was working on a hold down, but turned over by TENTIEV. What action here. Back and forth, back and forth. 2 back roll sacrifices for points by TENTIEV on KUBARKOV into a hold down counter by TENTIEV and giving him the hold down. And we have right now tied up 3-3. Both athletes brought back to their feet. Let's see what we have here. Little referees conference. Understandable here how in that kind of scramble back and forth between these two very skilled and aggressive athletes, that the referees want to make sure that the scores were appropriately applied there, and they're going to take a break for a review and conference to make sure. Again, it was back and forth, rapid fire between both of them. Both of these guys are really going at it, and similar to how they've been all day. In the preliminary matches, no wasted time or energy between these two athletes in their preliminary matches. And so it's not shocking here in this final to see the same type of activity back and forth. If you can see the replay, you see the strong hold down attempt here by TENTIEV on KUBARKOV from Russia. And that was after it looked like KUBARKOV was actually going to get the hold down himself. It looks like the referee's conference is completed, so we'll see what they've decided. And it looks like they're going to give 2 more points to TENTIEV, so it's now 5-3. TENTIEV from Kyrgyzstan leading KUBARKOV from Russia. We know KUBARKOV is not going to wait around. He's going to get back at it and work to get those points back. And nice, another back sacrifice throw by KUBARKOV for 4 points. And he's rolling for it looks like he's trying to get the armbar. So he transitioned immediately. Nice transition for KUBARKOV from that 4-point takedown. He's battling. TENTIEV not giving an inch on his arms, trying to protect his arms. Or his arm, I'm sorry. KUBARKOV just trying to break that grip to get that extension. That hard pressure down on the head to try and separate the shoulder strength from the arm to release it. Really crank it, and there we go. What a great match here. What a great match between both of these athletes. KUBARKOV breaking through with that excellent back sacrifice throw right into a hold down position. Beautiful transition from there into that arm bar, but back and forth. So 2020 world champion is Andrei KUBARKOV from Russia. And the silver medalist